I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn, but avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, a good man. Tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. Wasn't like I didn't want to take things farther, hit the protectorate where it hurt. But I still had my cover to think of too. I couldn't risk disrupting the mission. All the more reason the Earth Directorate needed someone in the system keeping an eye on things. Luckily, Val and I survived. I'd feel better about that commendation if things hadn't turned out as they did. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. What about my duty to the people? Or did Horizon Point's destruction blow up your sense of good and right too? Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent. If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be in the ground. It's a debt I never properly repaid. Plus, I don't relish his last memory of me being a vanishing act. I owe him better. And since finding you, well, a lot feels possible now that didn't before. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Alright, well, we're just gonna walk around and explore. I feel like I'm more inclined to just sabotage the robots than, like, give this dude an ability to mental refresh folks, because that sounds horrific. Okay, Spire Grove. Let's see. Yeah. Meet Jackson Plum. Huel, oh, this is where Huel wanted. His plans to meet a business inspire God to take receipt of a mysterious protectorate, but he seems he can't. Okay. That's what that dude's all about here. Repair the elevator, engineering 3. Noted. I feel like I gotta get this engineering up. Looks like farming equipment. Alright, let's take a quick gander at my inventory here so far. Now, how do I add... See, I don't really know... No. Okay. Boom. Alright, I think I liked... This gives me companion abilities charged 10% faster. I'm going to forget about that all the time, so I'm not worried about that. 30% damage resistant. Okay, cost cut measures. I think that was another one that had cost cut measures. While attacking consumes less gadget. Armoring 1. Yeah, we're going to stay up with that. Now, can I do what's triangle does? Oh, that's the preview. Okay. That's pretty cool, though. I like the hibernation shoot. That gives me a little bit more. Actually, it's kind of weird. This one's actually pretty cool. Alright. So, triangle or circle exits me, of course. Enter. So, what is did that put that in junk? Yes, that made that junk. Okay, so squares junking things. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Alright, so I'm going to... And I bet you dropping it is just holding it down. Yes, okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to put this as junk. Kind of like this one. And that just gives me one more. Alrighty. Currently I have +5, and it gives me some additional things. Oh, so the more money I have, the better damage I have. That's pretty cool. 40% energy recharge. That's pretty cool. But it does gives me some more. That's just pretty basic, so we're gonna get rid of that. Toxicity drain. Plus 10%. No, I'm good. I like having a little bit of... I think that's cool, and I'll just remember to and I'm not going to use that. I don't think I'm going to use that, but I'll keep this one. Explosive grenades. Yeah, I kind of like having those two for now, since I have 5 of the explosive grenades. Yeah. Okay, currently food and drink looking good. Gadgets, alright, yeah. That's to get rid of people and my things. Okay, got it. This is just random resources. Recipes. Oh, I got a correction. You want to get back. High security lockbox. This high security lockbox has been sent to your ship and may be opened with advanced. Oh, where did I find that? Okay. And then this is just quest items. Yeah. Corbin we helped out, so we're going to figure that out. That was the get in. That was just to kind of, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, good.
This unit has observed a significant increase in your levels of physical activity, Agent Ibarra. Helpful reminder. Please make time for rest and recovery.
I'm fine, Val. But I have noticed you experiencing more vocal stutters lately. Reckon we should spend some time together at a workbench soon.
To maintain this unit's superb performance, routine maintenance is highly recommended.
I'll take that as a yes.
Goodbye letter. Dearest friends. That's what we come to. You know, I enjoyed the act nor daily farming. With the Protectorate, you're only surviving, but with the Auntie's choice, you'll be thriving. Huh. And who was that? That was William Taverson. Meat magnets. Yuck. Oh, hell yeah. This is my favorite kind of game where you just kind of walk around and slowly reveal the story and immerse yourself. It's awesome. I'm a fan.
Oh, what's this? Non-protectorate personnel just sauntering up onto my porch, free as they please. Admit I'm accustomed to a higher standard of precaution. State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came. Well, that all sounds rather exciting, like something out of an Aetherwave serial, which I've watched only for official research purposes, of course. Most in the Protectorate don't know what the Earth Directorate is, you know. Suspect you've received a few blank stares if you've mentioned it afore. Anyhow, you travel freely. I'll forgo appealing to your sense of duty, as those outside the Protectorate lack such motivating principles. I presume you accept payment for services? Expect it's as dangerous a job as you make it. One as well-traveled as you appear might even accomplish it during the course of other adventures. The rewards are plentiful and handsome. Rare items, ingredients, cosmetics. Many such baubles fall into my hands. Most useless to my research. In my role, I compile material providing special insight on other colonies. Items prohibited to others, news logs, serials, and the like. During recent troubles, unsavory elements removed certain items from my old office. Among them, a series which took considerable time to assemble. A form of manipulatory ideation disguised as popular entertainment, intended to sway the audience to their point of view, couched within just a crackingly exciting narrative. Tell me, are you familiar with Science Adventures Quarterly, featuring Commander Zane and Buddy and other sensationalistic space stories? It was a popular fiction periodical from not long ago. Each of its 10 volumes featured an exhilarating cover illustration depicting Zane and Buddy's thrilling exploits. Whether they faced automechanical industrialists or robber magnates from the Plutocrian kleptocracy, their tales remained invigorating thrill rides. The line represented a growth of the medium from the less sophisticated, two-bit dreadful, both in style and effectiveness. Its remarkable popularity not only mirrored a rise in public sentiment against greedy corporations and tyrannical governments across colonies. The brief window surrounding the volume's release saw a marked increase in skip drone requests for Earth Directorate aid. I believe there remains much to learn from them. I'll admit Commander Zane and Buddy's exploits make for a sensational read. They saved Carnifeller's brain, for instance. Oh, and Mammon Incorporated, of course, too. So no, I am not immune to their considerable charms, but my interests in recovering them are strictly professional, I can assure you. Ah, quite right. In fact, delightful. Once you have one of the 10 periodicals in hand, I will trade you for rarities and bits. May safety, amity, and ease be yours.
All right. Collect some books. I think I'm wearing Zane. I think that's who Zane is. I didn't realize it was the shit. Dang, you guys are good.
Engaging protocols.
Oh shit. Oh, I needed to, 1, 2.
Enthusiastically
Oh, shit.
neutralizing unfriendlies.
Don't just shoot in the thin air.
Ready to assist.
Okay, my controls bit too slow for me. I like a slow camera because I am not a good player, but that was a little too slow. I'm like sluggish here.
Sequencing attack strategies. As indicated.
Okay, thank you. Nice, lots of supplies here. I bet you're gonna come back here and establish a temporary base of operations as close to as we deem possible without risking detection. Handle the great carrier return to height and hosted. Oh, disable drones. Engineering. I need to get my engineering up. I've already seen that. Electrotherapist. Manual reset. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I also want to controls aim. Yeah, I thought they were all toggled. Huh. Controller vibration light bar. Okay, we could bring this up to 42. All right. Shoot, which way do I want to go? Go this way. Oh, I think what I want to do is, no, inventory. I want to put, because I always seem to. Right now I have a 92 for Zane's pistol, which gives me increased critical chance and critical hits. I like that. And then it's more when I'm, yeah. Versus this one, which we this does something. Camouflage. Just going to kill from a stealth game, camouflage, walking out, you're invisible to enemies and deal opponent. Oh, that's cool. We made ourselves look dis-
No, Jackson, don't! Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly! Help! Are you breathing? Say something!
Shit. Wow.
Oh, law. I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall?
What?
He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allowed the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well, you see what happens. We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new Protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears. I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder, it's just impossible to cognize. There ain't no way off this platform besides jumping, and you've seen how that ends. But you being down there makes you uniquely qualified to help us. The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to... well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our two former cohorts.
Exactly! Because he had no idea how science works and thought the word thrusters meant he could fly. So, when I told him to jump, he opted for open air instead of where I told him to go. They're experimental. We'd not laid eyes on them before, but the data we found with them says they were actually designed to let people hop their way up the spire. If you activate the plasma thrusters when you're already airbound, they can give you a fair bit of extra boost. It should let you turn a quick hop into a surprisingly grand vault.
Plus, you'll have the advantage of practicing with him on solid ground, rather than up in the blue. Should give better habituation than poor Jackson.
What? But that doesn't make any... Look, are you gonna help us or not?
Thank the Sovereign... thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life utterly absent of starvation.
Right. God. Okay. The plasmatic augmented leap enhancer. The pale. Okay. Okay. Practically sweet berries. Sulfur seeds, ugh. Their name is revived. Gross. Alright, I'll come back. I'm just looking around first. A very long jump. Ida's. Worthy of the faith. I guess they get it too? Got it. All right. God. I see. I'm gonna have to jump across that. All right. Whoa. Pretty cool. Oh, calm. Nice. Excuse me.
Oh, you're by our crop of Brachythecium rutabulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures.
Thank you.
If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste.
That's it? It was that easy?
Solar particles in
We've certainly found our way into a most harrowing circumstance, At least I'm glad I'm not alone. Poor Ida. She wasn't able to overcome a lifetime of protectorate programming. Well, thanks to you, she failed. And that's one last insult to the Sovereign I'm happy to oblige. He hadn't been here terribly long, so we weren't particularly familiar. Like me, he was also former protectorate, but he was not raised in Fairfield, so we'd never met before. Still, he seemed like a friendly, kind sort, albeit a headstrong one. I'm sorry he's gone. Please do hurry. I've lost count of how many meals we've missed, but it is closer to many than a few, and we're starving.
Oh, God.
You're really something else, stranger. Thank you for getting us down.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
I agree with Liza. I'm inclined to keep a few paces from farming equipment from now on. Here's your reward for evacuating us with all our parts intact. I perhaps ain't as awash in currency as I'd prefer, so you can have my helmet as well. It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest. But to be honest, I'd like a little distance from plants for a spell.
I knew that was going to happen, and it still kind of freaked me out. Must happen like in the mornings.
Feels good to be back in the saddle, don't it, Val? Kinda reminds me of our days in Nix's orbit, dodging protectorate patrols. You remember that?
Error. Memory not found.
Ah, well. That's all right, Val. I'll just have to do the remembering for both of us.
I'm definitely gonna have to get some engineering. I don't even have engineering 1. Shit. Oh shit.
Not ready. Please try again later.
Three hole in the head.
Standing by with life support.
Shit.
Let me know when you need a distraction. Two laps didn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Alright, we'll get better at that. Did pretty good though. You guys are pretty good. Okay. Really created a little... Yeah, let's, I want the time dilator for that, and then I want the explosive grenades, yeah. Yes. We want that one to be that, and then I want that to be... Okay. And lockpick. Ugh. Thank you, Val. Volume 9 of 10. Fictional periodic. A label inside the car. Yes, okay. Well, got one of them. I think I could. Yeah. I think so. That's our ship. Oh, okay. All right. Oh. Okay. We'll continue on our adventure next time.